In ES6, we have one more way of creating a variable, that is using let. Okay, so why would we use let? Let me show you. For example, let's say we have if statement, so it will check if the condition is true, it will do something. Okay, so let's move this here. Let's get rid of this as well. So if the condition is true, we create a variable. Okay, let's use the var keyword just to show you an example here. So if true, create this variable and alert this variable. Okay, let's save, go to the browser and refresh. We know it works, right? But if we come out of this scope and try to alert here, try to alert this name, this shouldn't work, right? But in JavaScript it works, because when you create a variable using var keyword, it becomes part of the window object. If I comment this out, and if we try to alert this variable, access this variable which is inside the if statement, it still works. As you can see, still works. Now let me show you what I mean by window object. So if you type window in your terminal, in the console, you can see it has, the window object has a lot of properties. Okay, now the one we created, this var, it should be available here as well. We can say window dot name, and you see we get the value of Ryan, because this has become a property of this window object. So we access the property using the dot notation here. Okay, so what if we don't want that? Because in many cases you don't want this to happen. In a larger application, this can be really problematic. There can be a conflict between variable names, right? So you can use the let keyword. Okay, it stays within its surrounding scope using the let keyword. Okay, so if we use let and we try to access the variable created with let outside of the scope, let's see what we get. Refresh. Let me copy this, open in a different tab. Okay, as you can see, it doesn't have anything. Okay, so if I inspect, now if I try window.name, it's empty. That's because it is not being part of the window object. It is not hoisted on top. It is still remain in this scope. Okay, so that's the benefit of using let. Now if we try to alert from within, obviously it works. Refresh, it works. We can change, just like we can change the value of this variable over time using var keyword. Now we can do the same with let as well. So for example, let's change this to Jen. Let's try, refresh, and it works. Okay, so it is recommended to use let instead of var. It has the same characteristics. The benefit is it doesn't get hoisted on top and become part of the window object, so that you can avoid the unexpected results in your application. Okay,